We're going to explain how to play audio from a USB drive on your JBL Boombox 2. First, make sure your USB drive is formatted correctly. The JBL Boombox 2 generally supports FAT32 or exFAT formatted drives. If your drive is formatted differently, your speaker might not recognize it, so you might need to reformat it on a computer before proceeding. 2. Next, locate the USB port on your JBL Boombox 2. It's usually located on the back panel of the speaker. It's a standard USB-A port, so just plug your USB drive directly into it. There's no need for any special adapters. 3. Once you've plugged in your USB drive, the JBL Boombox 2 should automatically detect it. This might take a few seconds. You should see a light indicating that the USB is connected and powered. 4. Now you'll need to select your USB drive as the audio source. This is typically done through the speaker's controls. Look for a button or knob on the top or back of the Boombox 2 that allows you to switch between different input sources, like Bluetooth, aux, and USB. Experiment with the buttons. The exact label might vary slightly depending on the Boombox 2's firmware version, but it will be clearly labeled, for instance, as source, input, or similar. You might need to cycle through the options until you find the USB input. 5. After selecting the USB input, your JBL Boombox 2 will start playing the audio files from your USB drive. The speaker will generally play the files in the order they appear on the drive, usually alphabetically by name. If you have a large collection of files in various folders, you might need to organize it yourself beforehand. 6. To stop the playback, simply press the pause play button on the speaker. To eject the USB drive, safely remove the USB drive just as you would on a computer by waiting for the speaker to stop reading the device and then physically unplugging it. 7. If you're having trouble getting your JBL Boombox 2 to recognize your USB drive, try using a different USB drive. Sometimes there might be issues with the formatting or the drive itself. Try reformatting the USB drive and ensure that it's properly formatted as FAT32 or exFAT, as mentioned earlier. 8. And finally, ensure the files on your USB are in common music formats such as MP3, WAV, or WMA. The JBL Boombox. The second of may not support all file types. Check your JBL Boombox 2's manual for the list of supported file types if you're still experiencing problems. If the problem persists, contact JBL support for further assistance.